he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
From the 29, here's second down and 5. Hall again on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Wilson now off the bootleg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They go play action now. Wilson. A dump off now to Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to this former level.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, you look at this defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Harris running straight ahead. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Pickett sets up play action. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Steelers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And shutting him off now open field. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Man open is Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Gets this one to Hill. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Given 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hill to try again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 14 to 7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Pickett. He finds Austin complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give up the gut to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff running left. It's Hill. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Well, Wilson going to change things up here. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Pickett throwing again on second down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. From the gun, here's Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert
on 3rd and 9.
Pickett back to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Boswell's kick is good. And a couple beat down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit. Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now Wilson steps away.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
With Pickett fighting Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Back to throw, Pickett.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. I'm thinking,
and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and go from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame. Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way. But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick. You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Wilson now off the bootleg. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Back to the ground, it's Hill. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Harris. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Got an open man, it's Washington. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd and 2, Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action now. Wilson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Sliding out of the pocket.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. To throw again is Wilson. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, it's Pickett again. Man open is Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pickett to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Misdirection is the key out of this play. They line up with three receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up the first down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Second down, 8 yards to go. Pickett to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. That's caught by Johnson. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here's first and 10. Lance back to throw. Rolling to his right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flag when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now Lance. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now they fake the jet sweep there, and a run instead with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Steelers are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This is first and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes second down. Throwing now is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to have to hook up the Schwartz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. They'll roll him out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left, and they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because